You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It looks like something. It looks like Go Time Dolphins have been able to do something that the Miami Dolphins haven't been able to do this season, and that's get Devontae Parker and Will Fuller on the field at the same time. Last episode, I wasn't here. I don't know if you labeled us Devontae Parker and Will Fuller, but you alluded to that basically because, you know, it looked like recently we just weren't on the same page. We weren't on the same shows. But I, first and foremost, for anyone who, like, be keeping me and my family in their prayers, thank you very much. It's sport, and especially football, a team that you love. Them playing and winning kind of allows you to just take yourself out of life, just to enjoy yourself. And we could talk about the good, the bad, all that kind of stuff against the Jets. But I feel like there's only one place to start about that game. Tua leaning on a man. Listen, Tua said, fluff your family. I don't care about your life. Lean on a man. Listen, so I'm a nerd. I've got toys. I haven't taken my Tua out the box yet. But with that Tua running with the ball, and whoever the player was, it's like, lean on a. Oh, I broke it. I don't care. Lean on a man.
Listen.
Tua said, lean. And he got up and gave a bit of, I'm a grown man. After I talk about. Yeah.
If y'all are listening on just audio, an audio platform, y'all got to watch this on YouTube. The Miami Dolphins defeat the Jets 31-24. Listen.
I broke it. I actually broke the face mask.
You broke it like Tua broke Michael Carter III. Listen, man. Tua goes on a little scramble and he puts on his Euro step, but he knows he's squared up. Michael Carter got him squared up. And Tua was like, you know what? Instead of me getting yoked down from the side or taking this like collision, I'm just gonna run through him. I'm gonna run him over. And the announcer said it straight up. He's like, man, what do you want, DB? What do you want the defense to do? Is a quarterback? They don't know. they expecting a slide. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Michael Carter III, welcome to the list. You got linked on, Holmes. Straight up.
Yeah. Like honestly, when that happened, I jumped up. I was like, "Get trucked!" I was like, "Yeah, that big boy move."
I did the same thing, bro. Like, let's go, let's go, like straight up.
And that's the thing, like. So, like you were saying,
there's a delay. LB is in North Carolina right now, right? And I'm in Miami, Florida. So there's a delay. I'm on the phone with LB. And there's a delay, like I'm a little ahead of them, so I got to be careful so I don't tip off what's about to happen, right? So if Duke Johnson breaks out for a run like he was doing today, I got to not be so excited and not say nothing because LB is on the phone with me and he's watching the game too. So things are happening, Albert Wilson gets a stiff arm. Stiff arms a 6'6", 300+ D lineman and mushes him. And I can't be excited because LB's on the phone and he's watching, right? But when Tua ran over Michael Carter III, bro, I like, let's go. LB was like, dang, slick. Now I know something's going to happen. I like, oh, well, bro. Like, I couldn't hold that one in, bro. Like, straight up, I couldn't hold it in. And to be real with you, it wasn't Tua's best game, and we're going to get to that. But you're allowed to have bad games. And it's funny because Tua doesn't really have bad games. He'll have bad moments. And then everybody be like, oh, he's not it. Like, yo, dude didn't even have a bad game. And y'all already sent him to the Gators. You know what I'm saying? So he actually had a bad game today. It wasn't his best game. And everyone was killing him for it. It's Go Time Dolphins. the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me, always for the fans and by the fans. Kadeem, I hope you're feeling better. I hope Jordan is feeling better. I know it's just a lot of things going on in the world today, man. I'm glad to be on there with you. And yeah, we got our best Will Fuller and Devontae Parker impersonation going on this show. I think we've only had it feels like only 8 episodes together, and it's already like week 15, and we try to average three episodes a week, so it's pretty wild.
We again, it really was Devontae Parker, Will Fuller. Off season, we're there. Training sessions, we're there. We're going 3 times a week. Season starts. You know, my pinky hurts, my chest hurts. It was like every single week. Jordan's good. So again, where I live, I've had no water for 3 days. And when I mean no water, I'm talking to I had to go home to my mom's this morning to have a shower. So I saw Jordan, she's all good. On the way to my mom's, found out my son's got COVID, his mom's got COVID, her parents have got COVID. So yeah, like I said, the Dolphins started that game and basically said to me and every Dolphins fan, today's not it. Today's not it. That opening drive, the handoff between Tua and Duke Johnson on the floor. Jets get the ball, go and score. Okay, it's what it is. Tua, interception. I'm like, guys, I was like, honestly, not today. I need something to just keep me going. Something so I can come on this podcast with you and say, you know what? Yeah, 7-7, 6 straight. He spoke about Tua not having, or having bad moments today. Conspiracy theory hat on, tin-foil hat. Before the trade window closed and all this, Watson's going to come on Monday, Watson's coming on Saturday, and Tua was forcing throws and all that kind of stuff. Trade window closes, Tua's balling. Tua's, I've got this. Number 1, that's me. Wake up this morning, what do I see? The Dolphins are going to explore Deshaun Watson. I was like, get out of my face. Obviously, I didn't message you because there's no need. But is there any coincidence that on the day that there's more Watson to Miami rumors, Tua's doing that? Listen, I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there.
I'm gonna speak for everybody, all the non-Tuas. Oh, you're supposed to be professional and not let the outside distract you. So, but I will say this: the man been on a winning streak ever since the trade deadline ended. I mean, come on now, that's got to mean something. So to get some Watson talk again, I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't know if we were on the same podcast when I discussed this, but Watson is the only quarterback the Dolphins can try to get in the offseason. That is it.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a Miami Dolphin. He's not going to come spend the last couple years of his career, excuse me, in Miami with a dysfunctional franchise. Russell Wilson's not coming to Miami either. He's not going to do it. So for the Dolphins, I don't know why y'all so in love with Deshaun Watson, with the cloud that he has over his head as well. When you have a young quarterback that you can build around, and if you just protect them, we've seen how successful this man could be. So I don't know what the infatuation is and with Deshaun Watson, but I don't need him on my football team, man. Listen, let's talk about the Jet game, but
well,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so obviously Tua throws that boneheaded pick 6. Like, to me, we saw the good from Tua, that throw to Devontae Parker, beautiful, well done. Parker got up and gave it a little, yeah, I got this. We saw the bad from Tua, the interception, the first one, and then we saw the ugly. Like, Hunter Long was on the field, and let you know the ball's being returned for a pick 6. And Tua said, you know what, guys? That's on me. I got this. Now watch this. Goes down the full touchdown. Game done.
Bro,
Game done.
Bro, we called an out from that far hash earlier in the game, and I'm like, yo, that should have been a pick 6. And I'm on the phone with LB. I'm like, bro, that should have been a pick 6. We shouldn't even call that play. You know what I'm saying? And then when we did call the play, Tua, you got to do something else with the ball, because that was a pick 6. And It ended up being an incomplete pass. So when he threw the pick six, it was the same thing. But I want to say we were in the middle of the field and not the far hash this time. But it was the same thing. I'm like, bro, like you can't throw that football, bro. You can't throw that ball. So whether it's on the play caller for even calling it, but Tua made a decision to throw that ball. We need to understand that's Tua's fault for throwing that 100%, ball. You cannot 100%. Throw that ball, bro. Like it was never there. The whole game, that route was never there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I didn't like that when it happened. But yeah, it's good, bad, and ugly today, man. But we got it done, and now we could kind of talk playoff race.
Nope.
You feel me?
Nope.
Look, hold on. Hear me out. And I'm not getting into all the statistics of what we need, and if we only have this to happen, and the Steelers got to do it. Listen, I'm not going there, but I will tell you this: Dolphins got to win. That's all we need to worry about. When it gets to the last week of the season, and we've won every game and we're still on this streak, then we could talk about what we need to get in the playoffs. But I'll tell you that you can't lose to Jacksonville. You can't lose to Atlanta. That's all I'm going to say, right? So with that being said, today I text Sherrod Steve, I text LB, maybe text somebody else. And I asked them, hey,
very quickly.
Go ahead.
LB's famous now. LB's famous. We got to put some respect on his name. LB, listen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, sir. Yeah.
Hey, listen, LB's on Twitter. I don't even know his @ no more, bro. I think it's @ you know what I'm saying? Like this man is Twitter famous. He went viral with a tweet about El Chapo, and the tweet was, I think the American government is giving away $5 million if you turn in El Chapo's sons, and LB basically said, I can't spend that money in heaven. And that thing went viral. It's still going viral right now as we speak.
I don't get it. Like again, sorry to interrupt you, but I don't get it. Like how did that tweet go viral?
Bro, I seen it. When I seen it, it was nothing on it. And I thought I liked it. You weren't even there yet. That's how early I seen it. And then I chuckled at it like, that's real. Like, this is me and LB. We do this. And then he hit me later on the same day. He said, hey, man, I'm going to throw the Go Time Dolphins link in there because it's going viral. I like, what's going viral? Like, I didn't see nothing that you said that was over the top. You feel me? And then I go back and it's the same one. I'm like, this? Yeah. Hey, but look, listen. So, yeah, man. And it's funny, Kadeem, because he's done this before. He's had, like, tweets go viral before. Like, LB is really famous, bro. So I asked LB, I asked a few other people on my phone, I asked Sherrod Steve, what dog is most likely to cover today? Is it the Lions? Is it the Panthers? Is it the Giants? I forget, Atlanta was on that list. A couple other teams was on the list. Who is most likely to cover today? And I picked the Jets. I like Jets are going to cover. You know what I'm saying? And turns out we're down 10 points to the Jets early. You know what I'm saying? So it's a divisional game. As much as we want to say we're going to run through the Jets for the next 20 years, which we will, and we probably won't lose to the Jets for the next 10, we're not going to lose to them. But it's still a divisional game. When the Patriots come down to Miami this year, they're going to have to see us, bro. And they know we're going to bring it to the front doorstep. You know what I'm saying? We must protect this house. And we're going to sweep the Patriots this year. And I'm going to say it with my chest, for real. So we're going to sweep the Patriots this year. And I'm going to say it right here on Go Time Dolphins, just like y'all heard from Go Time Dolphins first. Charlie Touche said Noah Igbenogany is going to go to offense before we cut him. I'm telling you, I said that. Miami Dolphins going to the playoffs, bro. We're going to the playoffs, bro. And if we get in the dance, it is a wrap like Christmas, Holmes. If we get in the dance, it's a wrap. I'm telling you right now, bro. What you looking for, man?
Keep talking. I'm back in a sec.
Hey, look, bro, I was laying in my COVID bed, coughing up all my lungs, both of them, and all I hear is Kadeem Simmons and oh, matter of fact, it was pre-COVID, before I had COVID, I think. I can't remember. And Kadeem and Chris Adams say, "Oh, we're out of the playoffs. We're done. We're not going to play. Oh, no, we can't talk. We're done with the playoffs." You know what I'm saying? And I'm in my bed, struggling to breathe, like, yo, it's not far-fetched. We could make the playoffs. What you got, Coach K?
So, yeah, Coach K is talking now. one play at a time, one day at a time, one game at a time. We're not talking playoffs. We just beat the Jets. We're gonna go. We're gonna get in the building tomorrow. Look at the plays. Look what went right. Look what went wrong. And we'll focus on the Saints Monday Night Football. We're not talking playoffs. Don't mention the P word. Okay, had to do it. I didn't want to do Coach K right now, but listen, playoff talk. Well, nah. I'm not doing playoff talk until week 18, and even then, nope. So,
all right, we'll dead the playoff talk for now. But hey, did you notice? And I could be wrong, because we record right after the game now. We don't do no studying. We don't watch the game over again like we used to. Study the game and then talk about it. But did you notice that Jalen Phillips didn't play the first quarter?
I didn't know.
Did you see him in the first quarter? Off the top of your head?
Not that I can think. I can't remember.
Right, look, if you could look it up, let's see if we could get something to tell us if he had any snaps in the first quarter. But I was looking for Jalen Phillips when we were down 10-0. And I'm like, yo, where's Jalen Phillips at? Did I miss something? Which it's easy for me to miss something nowadays. Like, yo, a notification could come in, all these COVID lists and procedures and all these new protocols and stuff. And I'm like, man, I know Javon Allen was activated from the COVID list, but he was not activated to play today, right? So there's a difference there. So I'm like, where is Jalen Phillips? And I'm looking, and I don't see him on the field. And I did not see him until later on in the game. And I have a sneaky suspicion, and this is not reporting it. I'm not reporting it at all, that, Phillips was suspended for the first quarter of the game. I'm not saying that, but it looks as if Phillips did not play in the first quarter. And I'm like, what is going on here? So I don't know if he was late to practice or late for a meeting or something, and this was like disciplinary. Like, hey, you're not.
No, he's on the field. So I'm watching the game back now. Second and third, Phillips is definitely there, top of the screen.
So what quarter is it?
First quarter, second play of the game, second and third, and he's there, top of the screen. So he did. So he wasn't there first down, but second and third, he's definitely there.
So look, I'm watching the game, and I couldn't find him. I can't find dude, right? I'm like, bruh, where is this man at? You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's not disciplinary now. So I'm glad we could get that out of the way before we actually put the podcast out. So we covered it before this even was released. So it's not disciplinary. But I'm like, bro, why isn't this man getting snaps? Like, I don't understand why. And the Dolphins do this. Like, I don't know why we do this. Like, we want to trickle in the snaps. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to overwhelm our rookies. I'm like, bro, put these boys on the field and let them play football, man. These boys been playing football for the better part of their lives, man. Like, let them get these snaps in and learn what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like how they're spoon feeding Jalen Phillips and he's still getting off. You'll see that happening with Michael Parsons in Dallas.
So the beauty of having Game Pass and watching it back. I'm literally watching this first drive as you're talking. He missed the first snap, that first down, but every single snap on this opening drive, Phillips is there. What the Jets are doing, and again, just the benefit of me being able to watch this game, back basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of runs away from him. Like literally, Zach Wilson is going to his right over and over again. So Phillips is on Zach Wilson's left, and it's literally running away from him, rolling off away from him. So if anything, that opening drive, the game plan basically was don't go near Phillips.
I'm kind of talking about like the whole first quarter too. Like, opening drive was one thing, but I'm talking about like the whole first quarter. I could not find this man. But no, like I said I could be mistaken. So, what's funny, bro? 6 straight wins, wasn't Tua's best game, right? Did you notice how? Let me do this. Xavier Howard, what's up with your mans, bro?
I saw LB tweet about him. Basically saying trade him in the offseason, get him away, basically get what you can. The commentators at the end of the game basically said that the Jets just didn't throw near him at all. I think he covered Jameson Crowder all game, didn't get near him. But I believe, was it for the opening touchdown, the Braxton Berrios jet sweep, basically? Did Howard come over and just kind of like give him like a little shoulder bump? Like, do you know, obviously, like COVID times, you can't hug. So it's like, hey, how you doing? Little shoulder bump, like,
Bro,
was that
listen,
basically it?
like, I have nephews and nieces, and growing up, they're 5, 6, 7 years old. I teach them how to tackle and keep your head out of it, right? It's called rap tackle. Keep your head out of this. Xavier Howard, bro, and I always said this, bro, the man isn't like this incredible cover corner Deion Sanders, Jalen Ramsey, bro. He makes great plays. That's what he does. He strips the ball, gets fumbles in the right place, gets interceptions, but he's not some super cover corner, bro. He's not that. And y'all can at me. Y'all can at me if y'all want. But he's
no. I think very quickly, I'll say they can at you. That's something we both said. It's like
he's not that.
Xavier Howard is the corner which you can, again, to me, he's him and Marcus Peters are the exact same. You can test them deep, and you're gonna beat them quite a bit, but then you test them one too many times, and they'll bring the ball back. Like, so yeah, finish your point, because I have a rebuttal
to not make this tackle on the 3-yard line, bro. To give this man a shoulder nudge, to try to just bump him out of bounds, when you could have just really went to fundamental football and wrapped this man up. Braxton Berrios is 5'9", 190 pounds, bro. You could have just wrapped him up and seen what the result would have been, but you didn't want to do that. I didn't appreciate that, bro. You got Zach Zeeler over here coming off the line, dropping in the coverage when he doesn't have to. That's not even his assignment. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming off the line. Then he's coming back to get strip sacks later. You feel me? Like, bro, can we get some effort, Xavier Howard? Can we just get a wrap tackle?
I think while it's easy to blame Xavier Howard for that, and that's 100% on him, to me, that was it was very much like the Dolphins had come off a bye week, because Justine Coleman, the amount of times he could have, and see, again, if you're watching the video, Charlie's face right there, like, obviously I didn't interrupt you. I want you to make your point, but Justine Coleman, dude, like, me and you're gonna fight soon, because
bro, Kadeem, why are you always fighting somebody, bro?
And again, I've never been in a fight in my life.
I know you've never been in a fight, bro. You can't even fight, bro. Why are you trying to fight somebody, bro?
Because if you give off the impression that you can fight, guys are going to fight you.
No. See, I'm gonna teach something real quick on Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world, Kadeem. If you give the impression that you can fight, that lets me know as a fighter that you cannot fight. Like the loudest person in the room is the person that can't fight, bro. The quietest person in the room, however, is the one you got to worry about. But back to Go Time Dolphins, your regularly scheduled program. Go ahead.
Yeah, dude, Justine Coleman. I was watching this. I was just going, you can't tackle. Right before half, the ball is thrown at you, and you have a drop. Can no one not get some of these snaps? Because if you know I'm going to be doing the exact same thing, like, I don't really care at this point. Like, you know, obviously, while I was away, you and Chris Adams were talking about Noah. Shout out to Chris Adams, El Capitan, for stepping in at the Finns tailgate. Go show some love. I actually jumped on his live show before the game, so go check that out. Noah's been playing special teams a lot recently. I know it's quite a often. Like, he's normally like the first person to miss a tackle. Basically, he's normally the first person to miss a tackle. You know, like, the punt return, like, catches the ball and Noah's there, and then the guy's gone. It's like, oh snap. But yeah, Justine Coleman to me is just and also, so this is live. Just got a message from 5-Yard Lee. 5-Yard Lee, what's up?
What up, bro?
Wasn't pretty, but a win is all that matters. First time for a while when we could say Tua wasn't at his best, and yeah, I think that sums up it perfectly. It wasn't great, but a win is a win, and yeah.
Hey, back to Justine Coleman real quick. You got to make them tackles, bro.
100%.
Open field, I get it. Open field tackles are the hardest actually to make. But the one where you had Zach Wilson dead to rights, 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, all he did was pretend like he was gonna pass the ball, bro. He didn't even give a hellified pump fake. You could have just, bro, you eased up. Like, bro, you can touch the quarterback. I understand there's rules in place, but yo, like you can do what you need to do, bro. Like that was the second quarter. That was early. He had another one later. Like, bro, had a interception hit off your hands, and it's not like getting on Justine Coleman or anything, but that open field 12-yard loss on Zach Wilson. So on Zach Wilson, you got to make that tackle, bro. That's a game changer.
Because especially, there was a play where I think Coleman, it might be Ogba as well, get to Wilson. He kind of like evades him like he's Russell Wilson, throws the pass downfield. And again, at this point, I was just like, it's one of those days. In my head, I was thinking, don't give the Dolphins bye weeks because they come off it not ready to play. Listen, we turned it around. I think eventually the Jets were the Jets, the Dolphins were the Dolphins. The better team won, but that's why I'm not talking the P word, because this Dolphins still haven't found a way to beat bad teams. And again, this is the day where, the Arizona Cardinals, they beat bad teams, but they don't do it convincingly. Like that Jets game.
We never have, though, bro. The Dolphins we never been the team to put up 40 on somebody, bro. Have we done it before? Twice in my lifetime that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, but bro, we always play down to the competition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead. What you were saying?
No, I was going to say. So, today I was just watching this game, just going, obviously, and I'm in a bad place. I'm like, please, not today. Like, I don't have to just not record this podcast about Charlie. I can't do it. Luckily, wasn't the case. Dolphins found a way to get the win. When Tua threw that pick six, I felt sick because I was just like. But then I also think a lot of people
he got away with one earlier. He should have had 2 pick sixes.
Yeah. Obviously, people will blame the game being close for what did
I had to disconnect it. Like I didn't do it on purpose, but we live. My fault.
That's cool. Yeah, people want to blame Tua for the game, but to me, that first half, the defense didn't do anything. Like the defense just got played around. Like, and again, it's not because we didn't have Javon Holland. Javon Holland isn't that much of a difference maker. I thought Brandon Jones played well. But yeah, I just watched that first half and I just felt it wasn't enjoyable. And the second half, the defense showed up. I think they had 35 yards in the second half with 2 minutes 20 left. But yeah, it was just like Lee said, a win's a win. We just we put it behind us. We move on.
Bro, listen. No Jalen Waddle, right? And I'm kind of happy that Jalen Waddle didn't play this game. Want to know why, Kadeem?
Why is that?
Because now he could break the rookie record without everyone saying, "Oh, he had an extra game to do it." You see what I'm saying?
True.
So now Jalen Waddle's going to come back. We're going to get this rookie record, and there's going to be no pushback about how many extra games he had to do it in. Excuse me. So brings me to William Fuller. William Fuller has 4 more receptions than I have this season. Did you know that?
No.
Just 4. That's it. 4 more receptions than me. William Fuller only has 26 more yards than you, Kadeem, this year. So we're on pace to keep up with Will Fuller. Did you get a $10 million contract this year?
I didn't know, but obviously in the pre-game or in the pre-game pod, you said that with no running backs, you chuck in that 0-0 and and go out. You might make some plays. So I don't know who the Dolphins 8-9 is, but I might jump on a quick plane to Miami, try and sneak in there 89. Give me, I might
Stephen Carter maybe.
Yeah, let me run like a 30 yard route, be wide open, catch it, and there you go. I've earned my money. So
the last Fins Up Friday podcast we had, actually, the Victory Visor is on deck for everyone who isn't watching on YouTube right now. The Victory Visor has made an appearance. We're in the building. I think I damaged it. We might have to get some Gorilla Glue. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Gorilla Glue. Free advertisement. So listen. So on the Fins Up Friday podcast, we recorded it prior to Friday, and there was new information coming out. Like Gaskin was cleared to play, Ahmed was cleared, and we didn't know what was going on. Dokes ended up getting COVID, so I'm like, yo, suit me up, man. I think I could get like 40 yards. I could get good 40 yards. If I had 10 touches in the NFL, one game, I'm good for 37 yards, man. Sign me up, man. Like, I could do this, bruh. But listen, so turns out we didn't need it, because Miami's own Duke Johnson was vintage Duke Johnson, bruh. Dog said, look, I played in this stadium plenty of times in my career, in my life, from being from the University of Miami. Shout out to hometown Duke Johnson, bruh. So Duke Johnson came in, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna just say it as Ahmed in trouble, bro. Like, Duke Johnson is playing like, yo, I'm gonna be here next year too. Yeah. So I don't think we continue to go Gaskin and Ahmed and which was Malcolm Brown. So many might think, oh, it's gonna be Gaskin, Ahmed, and Duke Johnson now. But I believe the Dolphins want to address the running back room. But you can address the running game and the passing game in the same sentence by just improving your O-line. So I do believe they may address running back, but if you just address O-line, it improves the run game. So I think Duke has proved himself to be here for at least next year. And we'll see some more Duke. We got 3 more games left. We're going to see what Duke brings to the table.
I actually had no problem with the offensive line today. I thought they done okay. Now, again, that's a very low standard by offensive line, like,
No. Offensive line, right?
Yeah.
O-line balled today, bro. They balled out today. They were great today. But I'm still saying it's still going to be addressed.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Like, again, I'm not going to be one of the ones to say, no, Miami have found their offensive line, 5 come back. No, they have not. And again, the Jets' D-line and defense is actually pretty good. So, I think a lot of it is Tua's quick release. There was that throw to Mike Gesicki where it was like, boom, out in 2 seconds. But yeah, to me, it's just a lot of. Yeah, I watched that. I watched today's run game, and I kind of went. I said, no. I'll talk about it in bonus time. It was my bonus time thing. I'll leave it to a bonus time. There was something which I wanted to say, and it's what did you make of Miami's trick plays? Because that fake punt. Listen, the moment we lined up, I was like, fake punt. I was like, I knew it was coming.
I said the same. I said it to LB. We're on the phone. I said this is a fake. And when I seen what the Jets were running, I said, but we're not going to fake it. Like, I literally said, we're faking it. And then I looked at the Jets lineup and I said, we're not going to do it. And then we did it anyway.
The commentary was like, the Jets were in punt safe. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't the formation to try it.
I'm not going to lie. We've had some success. Here's the thing. I'm not going to spill the beans on our podcast because I can kind of tell when we do fakes. But I'm not going to say it on our podcast just in case somebody listening and y'all need some, some scouts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, you know what? That Charlie Touche dude, he might be our GM one day. So let's go listen to see if he misses Touche's 24. So I'm not going to tip off how I know that when the Dolphins are running fakes. But our fakes are so good that I feel like they still may have been arrogant enough to do it. Like, nah, we if it's almost like this is a go. This is green light. If there's ever lined up like this and it's only a yard or 2, this fake will always be successful. If you catch the ball, turns out that he snapped it to Clayton Fejedelem and it hit him in the helmet. So I kind of wonder if we called it off, like, hey, no fake, we don't like the way they're lined up, so we're calling it off, and the center didn't get it. So I wonder if that's what happened, because I don't think Clayton was ready for it, and that thing came in kind of hot too. It was pretty hot, like it was a line drive, hit him in the face mask.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I also like the moment I saw Christian Wilkins line up, and I was like, they're gonna throw it to him, because again, it's throughout the season when Wilkins does line up at fullback, we run straight behind him. I was like, you know what, the Jets are gonna see that and go, it's gonna be a run, and pass. Same way we called, and I say we called it like we're some amazing offensive coordinators. We're just two NFL fans of our own podcast. But remember we said about how when you see Brissett on these 4th and 1, these 4th and inches, and it's not always going to be a sneak. That first time I was like, they're not going to sneak it. And when they did sneak, I was like, Brissett, get out of there, because you can't. You just about made that sneak, like just.
And let me ask you something, bro. When Brissett ran to the sideline and they said just stay in because it was like 4th and short and we were going for it. Did anything cross your mind that, dang, like 2 plays in a row and Tua is not coming back in? Did anything cross your mind that if we got this first down, that Tua wasn't going to come in, they were going to keep Brissett in there?
No, I honestly do think that the way Flores runs this offense, runs this team, is that there will be certain situations where, maybe for a play or 2 or 3, it's going to be Brissett. I just think, like he said it last season, I'm pretty sure he said it this season. I do believe he sees this quarterback room, and even though Tua is a starter, there still will be times that's like, you know what, it's going to be Brissett. Because again, I think the throw to Albert Wilson, the deep throw, which he kind of underthrew.
He underthrew. It wasn't a kind of. He underthrew.
And again, that's why people were like, or the Twitter timeline that I saw was just like, well, what someone have made that's like, dude, shut up.
Here's the thing. He was rolling out though. He was on the run. Like, it wasn't like he had a clean pocket and was sitting in the pocket and underthrew him by that much. I'm gonna be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way he should have had 2 pick sixes today. Like, I'm gonna be fair. But on that one, you still have to make the throw, but he was still on the run. And people gonna be people, man.
Yeah. I do think, you obviously saw that Justin Herbert throw a couple of weeks ago where he's on the run and listen, Herbert's just got a cannon. That is, and Tua doesn't. Tua can make deep throws. That one he didn't make. I think there will be, the Tua haters will always see those kind of throws and go, that's why he's not the long-term quarterback. And you can argue with them all you want. You can turn around and say, well, Drew Brees won a ring, doing what he does. Tua can do the exact same thing.
That's weird to me, because you're going to have another quarterback other than Tua, and he's going to have strong suits, and he's going to have weaknesses. And you're going to be like, oh, because of his weaknesses, we're not going to be able to win a Super Bowl. Like, no quarterback is going to check all the boxes. So I don't understand that. Listen, man, 6-game winning streak. Dolphins improved to 7-7. Defeat the New Jersey Jets. Improved to 7-7. Christian Wilkins gets the touchdown. Does the best version of the worm you have ever seen. Like, bro, that worm was so clean, bro. I like, man, that's nice, though. Made me want to try to do it, but I didn't do it. But all that means is we got to get Robert Hunt in the box, man. We got to get Robert Hunt his touchdown, bro. Like, my 100%. Dog Robert Hunt needs a touchdown. But yeah, man, I'm trying not to talk playoffs because my co-hosts don't want to talk playoffs. But look, man, we're going to get into the dance. I'm trying to tell you, Kadeem. Y'all heard it here. Like, we're getting into the dance.
Dude, don't make me mute you. Like, I can mute you. Like, see, you muted. Dude, I can mute you. Like,
we're getting in the dance.
Dude.
And the dance.
From now on, if the playoffs
Am I muted?
You are now. You're muted. Can't hear you. Now you're muted. Like, I'm just saying. So from now on, listen, I hold that power. I'm there, just I hold that power. If I want you to talk, you can talk. If not, muted. So no playoff talk. It's that simple. And you can make that face. Listen, no playoff talk. I'm sorry,
you, bro. I hear you, bro. I'm gonna let you do your thing, bro. Before Tua came into this, This game, he had a fourth quarter completion rate, first in the league. Fourth quarter touchdown rate, first in the league. Fourth quarter first down percentage, first in the league. Fourth quarter passer rating, first in the league. This is incredible, dog.
Yeah, definitely.
That's incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he underthrew it. Like, he had a bad game. Get him out of here. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
Very quickly, just Christian Wilkins has been in for his press conference, and he started off by saying, before we answer any questions, we definitely want thoughts and prayers to go out to Elijah, number 33. It's bigger than the game. It's bigger than the competition. We all wish him all the best. I'm sure it's something that, Go Time Dolphins echo. It's never nice seeing a player go down, and it looked quite severe. So hopefully, it's just more precaution as opposed to anything serious. We joke about the Jets, about them being trash and stuff like that, but you never want to see a player get injured. No matter how much you hate them, you never ever want to see it. So just why get out there.
You ever seen the movie Concussion, Kadeem?
I have, yeah, and I've read the book. Good book.
Listen, for those of us who haven't seen Concussion, the movie with Will Smith, I've seen Concussion. It's a great movie. I love football. I've been playing football, Kadeem, since I was 4 years old. Literally 4 years old. I remember my first championship. I was a flag football quarterback, and I remember them putting face paint on my face. And then when I was 6 years old, I was the quarterback of a tackle football team. And like I'll never forget. I have 3 brothers, and they all played football since they were 4 years old. Like my whole life, I wanted to play football. Turns out I ended up being a better baseball player than a football player. And I actually had a tweet this week. Someone said on Twitter, I guarantee in 10 years the NFL is going to look like the NBA. And I said, if that means it'll protect the 30-something-year-olds from getting brain damage for our entertainment, then that's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never want to sacrifice someone's well-being for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So when dude got hurt today, you know how dangerous this game is. You never want to see stuff like that. Even when the Chargers tight end had that concussion in the end zone, it's a scary sight, bro. So yeah, man, prayers up to his family and to him. Hope he comes out of it on the other side.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just think it's obviously a depressing thing to talk about, but Christian Wilkins said it. He mentioned it, and I thought it's only right to, discuss it because it just wasn't nice to see. So yeah, hopefully he's all good.
For sure. We're gonna get into bonus time, man. Listen, Dolphins get a dub, 7-7. We on our way. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Chris Adams, man. He offered me a ticket to go to the game today, and I missed Thanksgiving because of COVID, and I didn't want to go to the game and then miss Christmas and couldn't be around my family. So I chose not to go to the game today, but we got the victory visor on deck. We full strength on Go Time Dolphins. Shout out to Justine Simmons. I hope she's feeling better. But y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
With Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
I'm not a subscriber of the fan club. Miami Dolphins should have drafted Jonathan Taylor in the second.
I am. I'm the president of the fan club, so you don't have to subscribe to that fan club. That's me all day. Go ahead.
But yeah, so obviously, I'm a subscriber to build a better old line, and you get a better run game, and I still think that's true. But watching Duke Johnson run behind this offensive line today, I was kind of like, I wonder what the Dolphins would look like with Jonathan Taylor. Now, let me also say, Gaskin had himself an Gaskin. Have a read of me. Friend of the podcast, Mars Gaskin had himself a good game, and it's at one point they showed Gaskin next to Duke Johnson. I was kind of like, I feel like Duke Johnson having a game he had today made Gaskin kind of go, okay, I need to step up as well, because with Philip Lindsay also about as well, there's some running backs in the building who are going to push some guys out of the first team. You mentioned Zavon Ahmed, he might be a casualty. I would not be surprised if the Dolphins' 3 running backs over the next few weeks are Philip Lindsay, Duke Johnson, and Mars Gaskin. And if Duke Johnson and Philip Lindsay continue to run really, really well, Gaskin might lose some snaps as well. I don't want to see Malcolm Brown no more. Thank you very much. You had your time. Off you go. But it's not draft season. But do you think Duke Johnson's performance today changes anything in terms of how you want to see the Dolphins address the running back room, or is it still a matter of take guys in the 6th and 7th? And
here's my thing. You said, I wonder how this team will look with Jonathan Taylor. I don't wonder how this team will look with Jonathan Taylor, because it would make Jonathan Taylor look subpar, because the line doesn't play like this all the time. We balled out the same way we get on the line for not playing well. We have to give them their credit when they do play well. So the line balled out today, and they've been balling lately. The Steelers O-line, however, and we'll put this together. Give me a second. Steelers are trash on their O-line, bro. Their O-line is terrible, and you see Najee Harris can't get off the way he would like to get off. A lot of screen plays and a lot of manufactured touches for Najee Harris. So for everyone to say, oh, we should have went Najee Harris instead of Eichenberg or whoever, and we should have went Jonathan Taylor instead of Noah Igbenogany, right? You still got to address the O-line. You can't neglect this O-line. You cannot neglect it forever and never. Amen. Yeah, we got Hunt in the 2nd round, got Kenley later on. We opted to go friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson. But here's what I wonder, Kadeem. When you fix the O-line, you fix the run game and the passing game. That's why it's like, this is a no-brainer. You fix the O-line, you fix a lot of things. Hear me out, Kadeem. You said you don't subscribe to the, we should have won Jonathan Taylor fan club. And I told you I'm the president, and this is why. Imagine we did trade that Noah pick and did trade up to get Tristan Wirfs, right? So you telling me we'd have our franchise right tackle? You see what I'm saying? So you got the franchise right tackle and Tristan Wirfs. And then this draft, instead of going Waddle, you go Penei Sewell. So you telling me you got your franchise right tackle and your Hall of Fame left tackle in 2 seasons. That is it. And you still have Kenley and Hunt as guards, bro. And you didn't sacrifice nothing. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you gave up was Noah Igbenogany, and instead of Austin Jackson, you took those 2 picks and you traded up to get a franchise right tackle. Do you know what the line will look like with Tristan Wirfs as your right tackle and Penei Sewell as your left tackle? You have 2 Hall of Famers. Wait. You have 2 Hall of Famers at 23 years old, bro. You have 2 Laramie Tunsels. Well, Laramie Tunsil declined when he left, but he was on track. Bro, bro. You got to fix the O-line, bro. You got to address O-line and let the chips fall where they may.
Did you say go Penei Sewell over Jalen Waddle?
I did, because I could draft Rondale Moore later.
Nah, I like
I like the Waddle. I feel you, but bro. Listen, I'm building a franchise, bro. This is not about who I like. You know what I'm saying? I love Jalen Waddle, actually. When even though I didn't want him, I want to say I didn't want him, even though I had other options at 6 or at 3. I'm okay with Jalen Waddle. You know what I'm saying? But I also said Jalen Waddle is not that different than Rondale Moore. We could have got Rondale Moore. So yeah, you go Penei Sewell and Rondell Moore, rather than the line you have now in Jalen Waddle. That is, hey, at me about that one. I'll do that all day.
Drop. I know Chris Adams always speaks in the comments. I know he'll probably comment about this. Don't hit us up in the comments. Let's get some YouTube comments going.
Shut up. Hey, y'all comment. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
No, I can say, like, I have this like dark, twisted joke that no matter who the Dolphins draft on the offensive line, they're going to be buns, because for whatever reason the Dolphins can't draft offensive linemen. They can't. Every offensive lineman that comes to Miami just plays buns. Like, what we have right now is medium buns, I guess. Like, kind of getting out the bun zone. But that's like on a week-to-week basis. Again, this is something which is never gonna go away. And I look at the 2020 NFL draft. We picked what? We picked Robert Hunt at 39, and then 2 picks later, the Colts pick Jonathan Taylor. I think this was the draft as well. We've said quite a few times the Dolphins reached on nearly all of their players.
Mm-hmm.
If they, it's again, you and Chris Adams both said that, Noah was taking the first round, not his fault, not a first round talent. The jury's still out on friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson. He probably would have been there later on in the draft. Let's be honest. Noah would have been there later on in the draft. So if you really want to mess around, you could say, okay, you move up and you go and get Tristan Wirfs. You don't have that, you don't have pick 26, which you don't have pick 26, but you still got your second rounders. Just assume the Dolphins managed to do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You
the
still
chances
went JT
are
right there. You could have went JT still, but go ahead. I'll let you finish.
JT where?
At the first pick of the second round.
So that's what I'm going to make. At 39, if you go Jonathan Taylor and you've still got that other second round pick in Raekwon Davis, you could probably take Raekwon Davis, or you could probably take Austin Jackson because he still might be there, or Robert Hunt, and he's still.
See, that's a little stretch. That's a stretch. I can't go all the way. I can't go there with you, but that's a we stretching a little bit too much right now.
So it's a big stretch, and the thing is, I understand it's a big stretch. The point I was making is that if you take so in this scenario, you pick 2 out of 5, you move up from 18 to 13, you give up 18 and 26 to get Tristan Wirfs. First round done is what it is.
That's it.
Second round, take Jonathan Taylor at 39. I want to bet my PS5 that with that pick, Raekwon Davis is what, 56, I think? Yeah, pick 56, Raekwon Davis, yeah? You look confused.
Yeah. All right. So you said you're going to bet your PS5? You mean my PS5? Like, how you betting my PS5, bro? That's my PS5.
Anyway, I honestly reckon that in this scenario where you've got Tua and Tristan Wirfs in the first round, Jonathan Taylor in the second, at 56, I don't think it's that much of a stretch to believe that you could get either Robert Hunt, keep Raekwon Davis there. Jackson might be the biggest stretch, but in the nicest way possible, when I do love me some Austin Jackson, if you come out of that draft in the first 2 rounds with Tua, Tristan Wirfs, Jonathan Taylor, and Robert Hunt, no one's going to say anything.
That's a W, bro.
Yeah.
That's a W.
Again, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because, Duke Johnson isn't a Jonathan Taylor, but he looked good today. He was...
O-line looked good, though. Your O-line can make anybody look good. That's why Emmitt Smith is the all-time leading rusher in the NFL. Like, bro, everybody knows Emmitt Smith is not the best running back ever. That O-line took care of business. Barry Sanders retired in 10 years. He had 4 more years on them legs that could have put the rushing record out of reach, but Emmitt Smith ended up with it.
But then, even in today's game, there were times where Duke Johnson gave quite a few stiff arms and said to the guy, "Listen, get out of my face. I ain't got time for you today. I'm home today. This is me." And I think the one thing Dolphins fans are annoyed with is the inability for Savon Ahmed and Malcolm Brown and Myles Gaskin to break tackles.
No, bro, you can't do that. Oh,
No,
all right.
no.
Break tackles is different. But if the O-line is balling and then Duke gets off, you can't make it. You can't compare it to when the O-line is not balling and Miles don't get off.
No, I'm talking even today. And again, Gaskin got that big run. Don't get me wrong. But there were still times where there's a few 3rd and 1s and it went to Gaskin or Ahmed and they didn't even get the 1 yard. And I was like,
yeah,
I would have kept Duke in there. Obviously, he's tired, but I was just like, Duke Johnson was making 1-2 yard rushes into 6, 7, 8, 9. And Gaskin done it eventually, but there were times where I was like, I honestly, I'll go back and watch it, but I was like, Gaskin got tackled. I was like, I think Duke Johnson could have kept him going.
I can't do that with you, bro. I can't.
And that's fine. So 2 more things. It's 1 more thing. Twitter famous LB tweeted this. I said the exact same thing. What is with Albert Wilson's? Why does he want to not get first downs? He'll have the first down
North and South,
then come back.
Listen. There's a term that we use in football: North and South.
Yep.
What North and South is, when you get the ball, run north and south. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go get the first down, run straight ahead, get as much yards as you can. East and west, you're running lateral. You're not you wasting all this energy. You're not even getting yards. You're just running east and west. So north and south. Albert Wilson does not run north and south. Well, bro, in Sandlot football, bro, I used to be that guy. As soon as someone gets it and start dancing with the ball, I'll be like, north and south, north and south. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like a coach on the field, bro. But hold on, you got anything else? Because I was about to bring something up before we close.
I was going to make a joke about you being on the field, but it can wait.
Kadeem, I'm coming to pick up my PS5. I'm bringing it back across the pond, and it's going to be over with for you. But, Sherrod Steve, I know you're listening. I got something for you before the game started today. Most contested catches amongst tight ends this season. Kyle Pitts with 12. Mike Gesicki with 11. I'm just saying, don't try my dog Mike Gesicki. Talking about who he said Mark Andrews, Hawkinson, and he put somebody else in front of Mike Gesicki. He was tripping with. But look, man.
I think so. Very quickly,
good.
Mark Andrews just having himself a game today. At one point he has something like 2 touchdowns
today.
Today, like in the first quarter, they've been hitting Mark Andrews often and early. Like he's been. I mean, get the exact stuff. It's as we're recording, it's 14-14. But let's have a look. Ravens. Mark Andrews at one. He's currently 6 receptions for 95 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 15.8 yards per catch. So Andrews, like,
I got him on my fantasy team, but I didn't make the playoffs. Sucks for me. And Kadeem, you need to start setting your lineup, Holmes. I don't appreciate you, bro. You almost cost me, bro.
Again, hand on my heart, yeah. I honestly thought David Johnson was playing. I remember seeing him. I was like, okay, team was set. Yeah. Team was fine.
With so no kicker.
Okay, I missed that. This is why I'm leaving fantasy football. Like, in both, American football and soccer, English football, fantasy football isn't like, I just forget way too often. It's easier for me to say, do you know what? I'll back out. Whoever lost to me this season, hang your head in shame. I beat you like half teams, but next season I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna
listen. Someone's gonna win $300 this year within the next couple of weeks, actually. But before we go, the NFL has announced that the Super Bowl will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, in 2024. Do you know the significance of this, Kadeem?
Nope.
Here's the significance. The significance is, I said on this same podcast for over a year now that the Miami Dolphins will win a Super Bowl during Tua Tagovailoa's rookie contract. Tua Tagovailoa's rookie contract is up in 2024. Right? But not only that, the Super Bowl in Vegas in 2024 is on February 11th, my birthday. Bruh, I'm going to the Super Bowl in 2024. LB's not coming with me. We're gonna get Kadeem over here, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl on my birthday during Tua Tagovailoa's rookie contract. Bruh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to live this thing up. Cannot wait.
Very quickly before we go, shout out and congratulations to friend of the podcast, Oliver Hodgkinson, having himself a child. So, Ollie, congratulations. Yeah, just for, I didn't want to ruin your birthday thing, but
hey, no, you're good. Nah, hey, we got time. We got a couple years for that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ollie, man. We got to get you back on here, bro.
But yeah, that's me done. Listen, 6 in a row, and 2 of this week said lean on a man.
Just leaning on him.
Yeah, boy.
Leaning on him.